Morning. What is going on, guys? It's Ethan here at DRC TV. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome to the family if you're new. Today, I have got basically a giant mess all day yesterday, or at least for 6 hours yesterday. I made baits both there and here, selling this olive goby color like it's going out of style. And I got some custom order stuff or whatever. But I tried something yesterday that turned out pretty good. And that is a three-way lamb. This is like almost Aaron's Magic from Roboworm here. And I want to try to evaluate on this. The top is not dark enough. It needs to be more brown, I guess. If I had to describe it as anything. But I did make some of these, and I think these ones are going to end up on Facebook, Instagram for sale. But I want to go darker, and I want to do a inject to catch video today. I have been slacking super bad on videos and really not coming through on any of my intentions as far as like doing fishing videos. I haven't been fishing a lot. I really should have filmed 3 Sundays ago because we fished the Dick Garlock tournament and won on Pro Shots. So that would have been a great opportunity, but it was thunder and lightning storm. Like, 2 folks got struck by lightning in Cape Vincent on that day, and that's where the tournament was out of. So I'm almost a little bit glad I didn't have any electronics in the boat. Anyways, that being said, so nonetheless, I want to get into this video. I've got all this leftover plastic from yesterday, and I want to try to evaluate on that. I've got a root beer brown mix, so that'd be this super leaky root beer dye, and somewhere in here I've got brown. I don't know. Is that? No, it's black. Somewhere in here is brown. So I got root beer and then just plain brown as far as the colors go in this. But there's also some sparkle pearl in there, and some blue highlight in there, and some really, really small blue flake. I don't know if that probably won't even show up on there, but there's some really small blue flake in there. I need this to be a little bit darker. And then I've got this guy here. This is the blue stripe in the center of the bait. It's really hard to do this bait with an injection mold. I don't know if they do theirs with injection molds or if they hand pour. It looks like they hand pour, mostly because they got 2 strips of like unsalted blend, and then the very bottom is salted. So I think that's so the bait rides right, or I guess I really don't know why, but portions of the bait are salted and portions of the bait are not. So anyways, so in order for me to get this thin strip the best I can, I basically have to hand pour I have to hand pour part of the mold and then inject on top of the hand pour. It's kind of tricky because you don't want to fill the port of entry from the plastic on the sprue, but you want the chin to have the color on it. Anyways, this is this is almost exclusively sapphire blue from Lure Works and blue highlight powder. There's a little bit of blue flake in there, but I just had to get something in there. I was really worried that it wasn't going to show up enough, because as you can see, when it's thin like this, it's pretty clear. I mean, like, you can see my eyeball through it or whatever. So I've got to make that a little bluer, I think. And then this was our top color, basically a watermelon green pumpkin mix. I think there's some dark melon in there from yeah, there's dark melon in there from Dead On too. It's a really good color, but it's just not dark enough. It doesn't it's like the same deal with the blue. It just kind of shows up see-through on the bait after so far. Maybe this will show it better. See, it's really like translucent. I kind of want it to be like, basically I want it to be opaque. not translucent. So, anyways, we're gonna dive right into this thing. First things first, I need the brown because I gotta hand pour everything before we inject. So I'm gonna take my scissors here and just cut this brown up a little bit here into smaller pieces. So this will make it microwave pretty good. Should heat up pretty quick. I'm guessing 2.5 to 3 minutes it should be in liquid form. Go ahead and pop that in. Go 3 minutes. Go ahead and get my blue. Cut back up here. And because these are a bigger portion of the bait here, I'm gonna have to add a little plastic. So I just threw some medium bait plastics 242 in there. We got just shy of 1 cup total. We're gonna take our green, same thing, cut it up, help it blend in there together a little better. Same deal. Gotta add a little bit of plastic to this guy too. Same thing, just shy of 1 cup of plastic. Here's our drop shot bait molds. They are Epic Bait Molds Custom 4.25 Pro Shot. They're available at www.drcbaitco.com, or you can get them at a couple of local retail stores too if you're from around the area, but chances are you probably. Here's kind of what it looks like. Bottom has the ribbing. Top has no ribbing, but it does have eyes. Show up on there or not. So we're going to take the bottoms here and separate them from the top. This is what we're going to hand pour onto, is our bottoms here. Go ahead and move this guy closer, get you a little better angle. We got our plastic, it's good and heated up here. I added 5 drops of LureWorks brown oxide into this just to darken it up a little bit. So I'm going to say our total count of drops is going to be 30 drops of LureWorks brown oxide, 5 drops of Lurecraft brown, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of blue flake. I'm going to go ahead and tilt this cup and fill our cavities about halfway. I'm going to go ahead and break off that dangly chunk there. Don't really like what that was doing for me. Peel off this layer here. Get some fresh cut. And 2 more here. That looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up all this just by pressing onto the mold and picking off any plastic that's past or obstructing my seam here. If it's past or obstructing my seam, I'm going to get right rid of it. Now's a good time, as you can see, to just peel out the ones that you're not happy with so you can start right over again. I'm just going to get rid of anything I don't like right now. That way it doesn't cause an issue for me later. Now this is a pretty time-consuming process, so just, if I was you, I wouldn't let anything slide. If you don't like it, fix it, because these baits look pretty great when they come out if you do it right, but you're going to be pretty mad at yourself if you just kind of do it sloppy and half-ass it. Go ahead. Alright, that looks pretty good right there. Hit this last one here. Looks pretty good there. Same thing with this guy. Now that we have pretty much got these guys right where we want them with our base color, I'm going to go ahead and add the tops. Make sure they're going on the right mold there. Okay. Get those in our vise. Almost done heating up plastic here. I have got our blue here. It's looking pretty good, but we did add some fresh plastic. That means more pigment. This is, sorry, not sapphire blue, that is flippin' blue. Color number 183 from Lure Works. Gonna douse that pretty good in there. I would say somewhere's in the ballpark of 50 drops or so. I mean, really get it in there, because it doesn't mix very well. Or it does mix well, it's just not, it's not very opaque, it's very translucent. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and take our highlight blue to kind of give it that electric blue look. Get a pretty good amount of that in there. Kind of separate the chunks if you can first, then stir it in. And I usually try to smush it onto the sides to try to break apart the clumps. You're almost never going to get all the clumps out of there, but you can try like hell anyways. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to get this brown right out of the way here. Got about another minute on the green, so I will get back to you guys when everything is ready to go and we're ready to inject. Alright, so our watermelon color is done now. We need to make this way darker, and I mean way darker. So I'm going to go ahead and take this dark melon from Dead On, and I'm going to go with 12 drops. And start there. See if that gets me my depth I need. It looks pretty dark, but not quite dark enough. So I'm going to try to add a little bit of black here. So I would say right now, we are at about 50 drops of dark melon here. And now I'm going to go 3 drops of black. Still not quite enough, so we'll have 5 drops total here. And get both of our gloves, because these guys are going to be hot. Go ahead and draw up here. Hold steady pressure for a moment. Make sure that cavity gets filled. Push our excess back into our cups here. And now we wait. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check these guys out here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check these guys out here and see how they came out. Oh yeah, that is absolute money right there. That bait is going to crush. I am pumped. Yeah. Oh man, that turned out better than I thought it was gonna. Be honest with you, that is like almost exact. Man. All right. Well, I am gonna open up the rest of these and put you guys on some time lapse, so hopefully you guys enjoy the footage, and I will see you when Alright, well, they turned out pretty awesome. At least I would say so. So, these are not fully cured yet. Neither are those or those. But I basically got to bring them home tonight because I'm pretty much out of these colors. These are like our #1 sellers. And then obviously I need to fish with this in like an hour. So I'm gonna put them in this bucket full of water to get them home, because what you don't want to do is take uncured baits and wad them into a bag and travel anywhere with them, or keep them in that wadded bag for any length of time. Because if you do that, those bad boys are gonna stay like that. I did that be my first week this year. I made like 300 or 400 Senkos, and yeah, I toasted them all. I ended up just putting them in a bag. I was coming from work and went home, and just in the 45 minutes or so it took me from putting them in the bags to actually getting home, they ended up getting toasted. Like, they looked like little squiggly lines that some 5-year-old drew. So that being said, make it a point not to do that ever, because that's bad news. Anyways, next time I see you guys, we will be either in the boat or on the water. Peace out. Hey guys, what's going on? We are on the water right now, heading out of Grass Point State Park. There's a nice looking cormorant right there doing his stuff. So we have our finished baits in this drawer right here, and we are going to go out and try to catch some smallmouth. Isn't that right, Sabrina? Yeah? How many pounds do you think we're going to catch today? You don't know? I can edit it out. You can say 20 and then you can say 5 and we'll see which one's right. No? Okay. We're aiming for 20 pounds for our best 5. We got probably, what, 4 hours to fish? 5 hours. So we'll see what we can make happen, and I will get back to you when we make our first cast. Yeah, I have yet to catch anything any bigger than I am running a drop shot rig here with like 16 inches probably of distance from bottom. I got a little VMC hook on there. Just got it nose hooked like that. That's pretty much how they're designed to be fished. If you fish them any other way, you'll still catch fish, but that's probably the best way to throw it. Got these guys on a 7'3" TFO, tactical bass. I think it's moderate action, medium, with a Fluger President 2500 series. Or no, it's probably 3000 series, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's 3000 series. Anyways, 15 pound braid, 10 pound mono, or fluoro. Yeah, 10 pound fluoro. And let's see. Alright guys, that was pretty good. I'm super sweating right now. I'm looking for this guy right there. And climb up in here. And I'm gonna sit right here. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here. Okay. Well, never did quite get close to 20 pounds today. I think we had probably, if I was being generous, we had 15 pounds today. Being that the couple that I caught maybe were approaching 3, but I don't think so. It was probably more like 12. Oh, probably more like 12 pounds for our best 5. But we caught fish on this color, and that is what matters. I don't necessarily think that they weren't biting today. I certainly don't think that there are no 5-pounders around where I was. They're just exactly where I was fishing was not conducive to big fish. I was like bebopping around marinas and whatever. I fished some main river stuff for, I don't know, 5 minutes. And found those perch and got sidetracked and spent 20 minutes looking to find them after I spent the first 5 minutes catching them. And I never did find anything else after that. But all that aside, like if I was throwing other colors, could have caught big fish maybe, but like I just wasn't able to fish any of my real good stuff just simply due to boat traffic. I mean, it was nuts. This carpet is soaked right now, soaked. Like you can kind of see, like it's not squishing water out, but it's, I mean, like it's wet. Like this is my console. Like it was pouring over the back all the way in to where you sit. Like it was bad, and that was strictly from boat. There's like no wind today. I think like we maybe got like a 3-mile-an-hour wind all day. I mean, it was straight up nuts boat traffic. But the remake of Aaron's Magic roboworm, dark brown bottom, blue highlight center. That one doesn't really show it that well, I guess. That one kind of does. Blue highlight center, green top, brown bottom. It did the trick. I mean, I think it caught us 12 or 14 fish today. Like, could have been worse. We were out for 3.5 hours. So I just kind of, I hope that this is something that you guys enjoyed. I really feel bad about not getting anything on film, is like until now for bass fishing. But like, man, I gotta be honest, like I haven't really been absolutely crushing it this year. I've been catching fish, and like some people might say that I'm doing way better than they are, so I'm like, I shouldn't say that, but it's been an interesting year, and big fish have been getting beat in places I know how to catch them. So like if I go out and catch, you know, 3 or 5 5-pounders, like I had a pretty good day, like a really good day. And that's, last year I was pretty consistently catching, you know, 8-10 fish over 4 pounds. So it's been tough. My expectations have been lowered a little bit, but in the same token, there's a whole Canadian side of this river out there that needs to be fished that I haven't fished ever. I've never fished it for bass. I've fished it for muskies, but never fished it for bass. So maybe I'll get out there. I don't know. If I do, I'll probably go more towards Cape, just because I know some people that are fishing out here where it matters that I don't go pound them. Maybe that'll get released in a later date or something. But there's just stuff up here that can't get touched. And yeah. Anyways, it catches fish. Definitely a fun color to make, but man, if I had to sell these things, I would be broke, because there's no way I could sell them at the price that I sell everything else and make enough. Like, there's no way I could. It's just not feasible. They take forever. Oh my god, it's crazy.
So yeah, if you liked what you saw today, I know there was no like monster fish caught or anything like that, but there's other days for that. If you liked what you saw today, the like rate from square one, mixing colors to landing a fish on a finished product, let me know in the comments, and I will continue to do this. I honestly had fun. It was pretty good. I would like to take like color recommendations maybe and go try to catch fish on people's recommendations. Like say you want me to make some like thing that looks really goofy, I guess. It's hard to come up with a color on the spot, but like my American flag baits. Say you want me to make American flag rubber worms and go catch a bass on them in one day. I will go to the shop early one morning, crank some out, show you how I do it, and then we'll go hit the water and see what we can make happen. And something like that be pretty slim compared to other stuff, but you get the point. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think. If you leave a thumbs up if you really enjoyed the video. It means a lot to me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Everyone counts, and we're actually really close to 300 if we haven't broke it already by the time this is uploaded. So when we hit 400, there's going to be another giveaway. Let me know if you have any ideas for the giveaway. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I might make some super high quality custom made stuff, because by the time we hit that goal, it will probably be like right around muskie season for us. Like I'm not really gonna get my hopes up that we're gonna like hit 400 at the end of the month, but like, you know, October rolls around and we hit 400 subs, maybe I'll make some super sweet muskie stuff. I've been thinking about getting that sucker mold from Epic. If you guys would like to see that, maybe leave a comment saying that you wanted to see me crank one of them out. I think it could be pretty good in the fall here for big northerns and muskies, but I mean muskies here are different than elsewhere. But I think for big northerns, I think I got something going on that sucker bait. So just let me know, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.